How is defensive runs saved calculated in MLB? Have you ever wondered how baseball analysts measure a player's defensive ability? One key statistic that helps us understand this is defensive runs saved, often referred to as doctors. This metric tells us how many runs a player saves or costs their team on defense compared to an average player at the same position. Let's break down how this calculation works. First, it all starts with tracking each ball in play. Data providers like Baseball Info Solutions meticulously chart where every ball is hit on the field. They gather detailed information about the ball's location, the type of hit, and how difficult the play is. This data is essential for the next steps. Next, for each ball hit toward a fielder, a probability is assigned. This probability is based on historical data that shows how often a similar ball would be successfully fielded by an average player. For example, if a fly ball to center field is caught 60% of the time, the expected value for making that play is 0.6. Now, let's talk about how points are assigned based on the outcomes. If the fielder makes the play, they gain points equal to 1 minus the expected catch probability. So, using our earlier example, catching a ball that has a 60% catch probability earns 0.4 points. Conversely, if the fielder fails to make the play, they lose points equal to the expected catch probability, which would be 0.6 points in this case. After that, all these points are summed over the entire season. This includes putouts, assists, errors, and plays prevented. It gives a comprehensive view of a player's defensive contributions. The next step involves adjusting these raw point totals to reflected league average defensive performance. This is done using run expectancy matrices that estimate how many runs a specific defensive play prevents or allows. Doctors also takes into account specific defensive skills. For instance, it looks at a player's range, which is how well they cover ground to make plays others might miss. It also considers an outfielder's arm strength, their ability to turn double plays, and even how well they field bunts. Catchers and pitchers are evaluated on how effectively they prevent stolen bases, and outfielders get credit for making difficult catches that save home runs. Finally, the doctor's number represents the total runs saved or cost by the player's defense compared to an average player at their position. Positive values indicate above average defense, while negative values suggest below average performance. Elite defenders can save 15 to 20 runs or more in a season, showcasing their exceptional skills. In short, defensive runs saved is a detailed metric that uses play-by-play data and probabilities to evaluate a player's defensive impact in terms of runs saved. It provides a clearer picture of defensive value than traditional statistics, making it a vital tool for analyzing players from both past and present eras.